It has been 15 years since model and actor Leslie Bibb had us laughing in the Will Ferrell hit Talladega Nights. After that, went on to play journalist Christine Everhart in the Iron Man franchise.
Well, now Leslie is part of another superhero world in the new Netflix show Jupiter's Legacy.
She plays Lady Liberty, a member of the Union of Justice who is fighting evil by day and keeping her family together at night.
He already knows that he screwed up and he let you down. He let the utopian down. I just don't understand how rubbing his nose in it is going to make it better.
He's not a puppy. Okay, he needs to learn about responsibility and accountability. We're not just raising a son.
Yeah, well, we're also raising a human being.
Leslie, good morning.
Ooh. Hi, guys. How are you?
We're doing great. You know, this is not your average superhero movie, if you will. It really dives into the topics of, family, legacy, what we want to teach our children. Tell us about this one.
It's called, it's Jupiter's Legacy. It's about this group of superheroes, and it sort of spans from the 1920s to present day, which I think is really cool about the show. And it covers like a bunch of different things to the show about doing the right thing, how great power creates great responsibility. But it also, what I find interesting is you have this family trying to keep this superhero family together while trying to save the world at the same time.
And your character's name is Lady Liberty. So, I'm thinking about the fight scenes, and I thought it was very interesting that you kind of had a different take on how Lady Liberty should fight, right?
Yeah, it was so funny because I remember one of we had this hilltop fight that's massive, and we shot it for like 2 weeks. And I was sort of looking at what they were doing for me, and it was sort of prim and proper. And I don't know, it felt ladylike, I guess would be the word. And so I was asking the stunt coordinator, and I was like, I'm just curious why you're doing this. And he's like, well, your name's Lady Liberty. And I was like, no. I was like, she's a mother. Superhero. She's trying to, but also I think the core to her, and to go back to what creates the show, is that she is a woman who is trying to keep a marriage together, keep her family together, have a 9-to-5 job, which happens to be, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, 365 of keeping the world safe. And I was like, this woman is a lion, and she's gritty, and she will fight tooth and nail for anything she loves. So the minute I said that, he changed everything. And I was like, also a weird fun fact about her is that in the 20s, she was the captain of her wrestling team. And I was like, and this is a woman who, I was like, and also too, she's a woman who in 1929 was a journalist and chose a career in a newspaper room versus, being a stay-at-home mom. And she became a mom later in life. So I don't know. I just thought it was important to sort of make her a little messy and a little blurry around the edges. Yeah. Also, too, I think you can sort of look at a woman and be like, oh, well, you're going to be in this box. And it's like, it's 2021. Ladies wear a lot of hats, and we can tick off a lot of boxes. I mean, that's what I think.
Yeah.
So what has quarantine? I know when you were filming in Australia, there's that whole quarantine process going on down there.
Well, we shot this in Toronto, and I'm in Australia doing a different TV show right now. Okay. I'm doing this comedy with Melissa McCarthy and Ben Falcone.
Nice.
It's called God's Favorite. Yeah, it's called God's Favorite Idiot. It's super fun, but we shoot in Australia. So I was in quarantine for 2 weeks in Sydney, and it was intense, and no windows that opened. And
drinking, right?
I chose not to drink, Al, because I thought it would be depressing to wake up hungover in a room with windows that didn't open. And I'm glad I made that life change.
No fresh air.
I also thought that maybe I had been hitting the sauce a little bit too hard during the pandemic.
Yeah.
I'm sure everybody was drinking, and I was like, Bibb, you've got to pull you got to pull it together. So Yeah, so I used the 2 weeks. I got them to deliver this treadmill to my room, and they can't bring it in your room, so they leave it in the hallway, and then you put on your mask, and I dragged it into the room, and it was like this collapsible treadmill that, my hand to God, it was like a Barbie treadmill. My legs hung off the end of it. I would walk on it and my leg would fly off. And I was like, oh, I'm going to kill myself.
Oh my
and then I'm going to have a broken leg and I will not be able to.
Leslie, you're such a delight to talk to. Jupiter's Legacy is streaming on Netflix right now. Have the best day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much,
Oh my
Leslie.
God, you too. Bye-bye, guys.
Okey doke.